the foul. And you talk about a turnaround here. You have a chance to cut it to 5. Now the other way, Lakers have a chance to increase it to 9. 3 on Matthews. Boozer sits. Shannon Brown, who last year in the playoffs had some big moments in the conference finals against Denver. He's got great size at 6'4", strong. Now his 4th year in the NBA, second with LA, the former Cleveland draft pick out of Michigan State. He's played for 4 different teams, but they like him here now. He just has so much ability. He's the perfect defender for Williams as the quarter comes to an end. Oh, he almost put it in. That's a heck of an attempt. As the third quarter comes to an end, it ends the same way halftime end with an 8-point lead for the Lakers. Williams and Boozer leading the way as usual for the Utah Jazz. Pau Gasol having another terrific game as the Lakers continue to shoot well. 60% from the field. But the Jazz hanging tough. We head to the fourth quarter. Lakers 81, Jazz 73. This presentation of the NBA playoffs on ABC continues after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Welcome back to Los Angeles with Phil Jackson. You shot a terrific percentage. What has allowed the Jazz to be so close in this one?
I think they were very aggressive offensively, driving the ball to the basket. That's starting the third quarter. Set up some easy baskets, some three-point shots.
You've made no secret of the fact that this is an important one to win. How do you guys make sure that happens?
We just have to take care of the inside, the interior part. Get the ball into our big guys.
Phil, thank you. Mike.
Well, Doris, they rarely lose at home when they have the lead after 3 quarters. 32-1 at home when leading after 3 this season. The only one was Portland, and that was late in the season as a foul away from the ball. They know how to wrap it up. You know, the Jazz trying to come back from that 14-point deficit with their best shooting quarter of the game. That foul on Walton, his second.
To me, this is going to be very interesting for Utah. How are they going to create offense?
Again, you look at this lineup. Buster Koufos is out there. Millsap, Ronnie Price, Kyle Korver, and C.J. Miles. Ball stripped by Shannon Brown.
And the answer to that question is they're not going to create offense. This is a team offensively that's challenged right now on the floor. The only way to do that is getting it done defensively and getting some easy baskets.
Price calls it out. Ronnie Price, point guard out of Utah Valley University. Millsap. And it's a 6-point game again. Millsap off the bench with 10 points, 7 rebounds. Farmar. Not many starters out there for either team right now. In fact, Bynum's the only starter out there. Shot clock at 4. Shannon Brown's going to have to put it up. Good boxing out from Millsap, who had a 24-rebound game this season during the regular season. As we mentioned, had a 19-rebound game in the Denver series. They list him as 6'8". There's no way he's 6'8". C.J. Miles jump shot, short. Price had it, lost it, scrambles. Odom dives on top of it, and they call a foul. You rarely see that call when the ball is on the floor. We say it all the time. Guys can jump on each other. It doesn't matter. Mike Callahan, I think, had the right call there.
It was the right call because Price protected the basketball with his body, forcing Lamar Odom to basically climb on top of him in order to try to get the basketball. That's the correct call.
I still think you should be able to do anything you want to a guy on the floor.
That's one of your rule proposals, right?
Right. Anything goes.
Price kicks it out to Korver. Korver, that's a 2. Too strong, and Odom the rebound. Outlet to Walton. Hacked by Korver. And Korver does a good job making shot. He doesn't get off a shot as he picks up his third.
I think I would like to see a race between Kyle Korver and Luke Walton. That could have been the slowest 2 guys running down the floor in a transition opportunity.
I'm not going to make any jokes about slow guys. I'm not in position to make jokes about speed.
That's a good point, but either am I. But I'm just saying. I love Luke Walton's passing, and I love Kyle Korver's shooting. not a fan of their speed in transition.
I love the way that Luke Walton looked like a receiver. Saw the ball into his chest and then put himself in position to draw the contact. Didn't wait for it, went and got it. Almost like Wes Welker.
Odom with another rebound off the missed free throw. Farmar. And a reset. Walton did not play a lot in the regular season. That pinched nerve kept him out a good portion of it. Phil Jackson loves him in that second unit because of the stuff you were talking about, Jeff. Not the speed.
Right, very high basketball IQ. Can play the 3 or the 4, but he can really pass the basketball.
Price for 3. In and out. And Bynum grabs another rebound. 9 boards for Bynum. 7-point game. 2.5 gone by here in the 4th. Game 1 of this Western Conference semifinals. Both teams coming off victories Friday night. Brown can't hit. And Millsap another board.
It's 2-1 in this quarter. Utah's winning. Both teams don't have a lot of guys who can make or create their own shot out there.
Nice move from Millsap. Paul Millsap, who also had an offer sheet this past summer. Portland gave him a lot of money. 4 years, $32 million. But because of the uncertainty of Boozer, Utah had to match it. Plus, they love how the kid plays. And he's undersized almost every night in battles. Bynum can't finish. Rufus with the rebound. Here comes Price. Price to the basket. Banks it in. And it's a 3-point game. This is the closest it's been since the first quarter.
We talked about this unit. Create offense by getting stops and pushing the basketball. They certainly have done that.
Bynum looking to post up. Short again. Ronnie Price rips down the rebound. The smallest guy on the floor. And the Jazz bench getting it done right now against the Laker bench. Millsap wants it. Spins inside. Layup won't go. Shannon Brown may have hurt himself on that last play. He's holding on to his left side as he comes up the floor. Four minutes gone by in the 4th. Odom lost it. Look at Price, scrappy, hustling.
That's the second time he's doubled the post and created something good.
Inside the Millsap, 1-point game with 7:40 remaining. The Jazz keep fighting and their all-stars are on the bench while this comeback occurs here in the 4th. Timeout, Lakers. Actually heard a smattering of boos there here at the Staples Center. Ronnie Price and a bunch of reserves for the Utah Jazz on an 8-1 run here in the 4th.
These guys have come into the basketball game and given themselves a chance. You talk about Ronnie Price, well, the price is right. And then once again, the bigs for the Jazz. Millsap putting himself in position by running the floor. Outstanding job. And the bench enjoying the impact that they've had.
As the Lakers, once up by 14, they lead by just a point on Verizon Wireless Game Track. And you see the 4th quarter. Williams and Boozer sitting during this surge by the Jazz. As Bryant and Gasol have been as well. Bryant's back in, as is Gasol. Boozer back in, but Williams stays on the bench. Odom jump shot, short. And the Jazz with a chance to take their first lead since the opening minutes. On the drive, draws the contact. He'll go to the free throw line.
And Miles turned the corner earlier in the game off the pick and roll, coming off to his strong left hand. He has an ability to run a pick and roll, and sometimes you need that second guy other than Darren Williams to be able to execute. Here he rejects the screen, drives into traffic, and draws the contact.
And Phil Jackson got away with it in Game 6, leaving Bryant and Gasol on the bench for a long period of time. The tough thing about it, once again doing it today, you're forcing these guys to win the game twice. because they had a cushion. The bench didn't show up, and now all of a sudden we have ourselves a brand new game.
The Jazz with the lead. First time since it was 10-8. They've come back from 14 down in the first half, from 12 down in the third quarter, and they've done it with their all-star point guard on the bench right now, getting a nice long rest. 10